Hey, it's me, your high heels in the boardroom, cocktails at midnight, luxury loving, dill closing, no filter boss babe. And that is Salty City. Come with me for some real talk, big goals, zero apologies, and let's get salty. Welcome back, Salties, to the Salty City podcast. Today, we're doing another one of our monthly bestie episodes with my monthly co-host, Zale Lacey. And we're going to be chatting a little bit today about preparing for the new year and getting kind of our shit in order, right?
Hell yeah.
Zelle and I do this every year, and sometimes we have forgotten about it. Or sometimes we've putting it off a little too long. I was thinking we should do it earlier this year instead of like December. And what made me think about it is I was running teams and working for corporate when I would have to do like forecasting and regional forecasting and all that good stuff. We would start forecasting in like September, October. So we were ready to kind of hit the ground running in January.
It's our personal business plan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it like mixes because we have our own businesses, we have our own things that we're going for, and we have like personal stuff. Mm-hmm. So my thought is we kind of do something to combine the two and have a real narrowed focus. Mm-hmm. Almost like how we used to run our teams, you know, just simplicity. I think sometimes things get difficult because we make it so damn complicated.
1000%. I'm a firm believer in the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple and stupid. KISS.
Or else it will not happen.
And then I wonder sometimes too, like, because we're trying to put so much into it, is it like shit we really do care about, or are we just trying to like put stuff down to accomplish? You know what I mean?
Yeah. The way that our world works today with a lot of outside influences, it's made to make you feel less than, right? So you feel like you have to keep doing more and more and more, but are you really doing the right things that are going to help you work towards your goals?
Yeah, that's such a good point, because there is so much pressure to do more, or we feel like we have to like run 100 miles an hour and accomplish everything. Maybe we just need to like slow it down. Slow her down. For the year of 2026, I was thinking that we pick an acronym to go off of that kind of sets the tone for setting our goals. Because 2025 was the year of like kicking off Salty City, I was thinking we do the acronym SALTY. What do you think?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's not about someday.
No.
It's hell yes today.
That's right. I love that.
All right. So let me look, because I was jotting down some ideas and I know you were too. So kind of what I put for Salty is like that it's setting goals for 2026. Mm-hmm. And basically my thought was for 2026 to really get into like a different mindset, or a stronger mindset and deeper like love with ourselves or the relationships we're working on or in, and kind of sticking to like the red lipstick strategy, like how can we be bold? How can we take risks? And so I kind of wanted to take all of that and put it into each word of the acronym to really like boil down our goals for that year.
I love it.
Yay, I love it. Okay, so for S, what do we want to do this year for S?
I think with the way that you're trying to go, I think that you want to do something that focuses on personal empowerment.
Mm-hmm. So like strengthening would be S.
Mm-hmm. I love it. What does that look like to you?
Good question, Zale. Well, I think in strengthening mindset, you know, something that I have kind of dealt with this year and something that I would like to grow from and develop different patterns for next year would be probably controlling the narrative. So I've noticed recently, especially like launching the podcast, working towards like my professional goals and owning my businesses and with real estate, I've caught myself like getting in a spiral of like anxiousness, anxiety about how it's going to go, what episode's going to go well, and, you know, looking at the funds and being like, oh, okay, I'm just spending so much money. I hope this works. And I don't want to have that kind of mindset. Like, I've been catching myself going, hey, you're creating your own anxiety by pushing this narrative. You have to stop, control yourself, live in the now, and be thinking about how you can make it bigger, better, stronger, and control the now. And so I feel like for me with my businesses, instead of like getting into the future and having anxiety about what actually hasn't happened, is controlling that mindset to be present in the now and control what you can control, and be executing daily with routines and rituals that are going to keep me climbing that ladder to success, rather than getting into that anxiousness and thinking, oh my God, is this going to work? Or am I, you know, going to pull this off, I guess, and thinking into the future when that actually isn't there yet. Does that make sense? I don't know.
That does. I think that what I hear is being able to control your own narrative, being able to have self-check-ins, because we all do that. We have our own anxieties or worries about what if it doesn't work, or all the what ifs, right?
Right.
So being able to check in with ourselves and being able to make sure that we are making actionable steps towards those goals, rather than being so focused up in the what if and being present in the now.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So I think for me, that strengthening your mindset is going to be really setting some rituals and daily purposes that I want to accomplish. And I think that where I'm going to do best in setting myself up for success for this is I have to keep things simple. You know me. If it gets too much, I'm like, oh, I'm exhausted. So I think for strengthening my mindset, I think that for 2026, it would be helpful for me to really start working on a daily routine, because everyone knows that I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants a lot because that's my personality. But I do think for my mindset, if I had like a routine of specific things that I accomplish towards my businesses every day, that would keep my mind from getting anxious and worrying about the future.
Well, you know, that's my love language.
I know, you're the routined one.
But with that said, I think that for everyone listening and for us, it's so important to have a friend or a counterpart or a business partner that you're working with that can help hold you accountable to that. Do you mind if I tell a story from this week?
No.
Do you remember when I was on the phone with you in the morning and I'm headed into work and I'm reeling through everything that I want to do, daily life, stress, and my goals.
Yeah.
And I said to you something along the lines of, I don't think I'm going to be able to accomplish this.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said to me?
Yeah. I said, what the hell did you do with my friend and where did she go? What makes you think you can't accomplish that, or that can't happen in the next 60 days?
Yeah. So I think it's huge to have someone like that, because there are going to be moments of weakness in our mindset. There's going to be moments that we might catch ourselves spiraling, and having someone that can, within minutes.
I said, shut the fuck up. What did you do with my friend?
And then I said, all right, I'm just going to repeat my mantra until I arrive to my destination. And it's, I'm a bad bitch.
I'm a bad bitch. This is happening. I love it.
Yeah.
You needed a reminder to put your goddamn red lipstick on.
That's right. I did. But I think it's important, because I think that we get so caught up into, we're not feeling like that 100% of the time, and that's okay.
Yeah.
How do we snap ourselves back to continue to strengthen that mindset? How do we have someone to hold us accountable or to rise us up when we need it?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, 100%, because you can't be 100% of the time. And if you have somebody that can hold that accountability in space, it makes the biggest difference. It helps you accomplish what you need to. Yeah. Like, we have to get called out on our shit. If you don't get called out by somebody, like, it just, I don't know. You need it sometimes.
Well, Pumpkin, get ready for 2026, because I just heard you say that you need daily rituals, and you know.
You are the daily ritual. You're the queen of it. So, okay, that was strengthening my mindset. What about you?
Let's see. I think in order for me to strengthen my mindset, I need to be able to have actionable items that I'm working towards each day. Because we all know that for me, I'm fine with the ritual, but I need to create that roadmap.
Yeah.
That will allow me to have actionable items that I need to work towards each week, each month, and break those down, right? So you have your daily, your weekly, your monthly, and ultimately that bad bitch energy at the end of 2026.
Yes. Yeah, bringing it all year, baby.
Yeah. So I think for me, it's more creating that roadmap. And I think being okay with it might need to pivot.
Yeah.
If I notice I'm getting to a certain roadblock or a direction and things aren't happening, being able to pivot and being able to reevaluate that.
Right. Yeah. 100%. Because sometimes things need to be reevaluated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think you struggled with this year in your mindset that you feel like is something that you want to work on for the upcoming year?
I would say that's exactly it. Where I've been getting discouraged is I've had the end goal, but I haven't created the steps to actually get there. I've done the checkbox of, accomplishing what I need to do to get there, but I haven't created the roadmap to get to success from there.
Okay. To start building those building blocks that are going to lead up to a transaction or movement. Okay. So I like that. I think that's good. So for a strengthening mindset, I'm going to be setting specific goals for daily routine and rituals. And when we get further down, there's some things that are actually going to blend in with this. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is set one goal each day for real estate and for my podcast that I'm going to execute each day, Monday through Friday. Because I really want to treat it too. Like sometimes I feel like owning your own business and things that you do, like it just always is there, right? You're constantly doing stuff. You don't really give yourself business hours. And so I think what I'd like to do is narrow down like, hey, these are my business hours for myself, for my mind. And these are the things I accomplish during the week. So I'm feeling a little bit more free on the weekends, I guess, like with kids and family. We're going to make you a roadmap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that narrowed focus you were talking about. It'll allow me to narrow exactly what action I can take.
Yeah.
To keep control of my mindset.
Yeah, I like that. Ooh, I just thought of something. So the acronym is SALTY, right? And we're doing that. But and maybe I should explain this a little bit because you and I have done like mood boards, goal boards, what else are they called? I don't know.
Vision board, right?
Yeah, vision boards. Yeah. So we've kind of like always had that or thought of doing it and sometimes did it, sometimes did not. What if we title our mood board Bad Bitch Energy?
Yeah.
And then the goals are SALTY.
I love it.
It's so good. Okay. So 2026, Bad Bitch Energy, acronym SALTY, and here we go. Badass.
Mic drop.
Boom. Okay, let's move on to we've accomplished S. And I hope you all are thinking like what things could you do? Like still this acronym, go into 2026 with it. So think of SALTY, S, strengthen your mindset. What are some things that you can be doing to strengthen your mindset for next year? And we'll move on to the next. Okay. So A.
Well, I think that we've talked about the building blocks of things that we want to do, but we can put that down on paper all day long and make that goal. But I think it's truly going to be taking action.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I think in our notes, like action was one. And I think action is so important. Like you said, we can talk and shoot the shit all day about what we want to do or what we're going to do. But if you don't take intentional action, you're not going to get anywhere. Yeah. So I think action would be great. In fact, what comes to mind and what we talked about earlier is act with purpose or acting with purpose. And I think this one could hit home with a lot of people because I think sometimes when we're acting with purpose, we're doing intentional things to execute in life and design life how we want rather than something coming in and controlling or dictating what we do with life.
Yeah.
Or with, our decisions or what we're going to do that day. So instead of letting something run your day, you're acting with purpose and you're in control and in charge of your day.
I love that because what you and I have always tried to do and what we're doing right here, that, bad bitch energy, and we're creating that acronym to break it down.
Yeah.
Action is just checking a box. But when you're being intentional and you're acting with purpose, you're driving that goal behind there. You're giving that essence and that feeling that you're looking for that long-term goal.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I think it would be good. I know it's something I need to work on. Because I still have moments where whatever comes up in the day might dictate what I'm doing rather than my mindset going, okay, these are the actions I need to take and these are the things I need to accomplish. But something could interrupt it and I might let that go because it's more for myself, I think, to like those action items are for me to do. So if something comes up, I feel almost obligated to lean that other way.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's something definitely
I think
that I could work on.
It changes the energy that you bring to it. If you're just action, right? You're just doing it to do it. But if you're doing it with purpose, you're driving emotion, you're driving intention, you're driving all that behind it.
Yeah.
And it allows you to refocus on that overall goal rather than just getting the task done.
I mean, I know I go into autopilot a lot. A lot.
Me too.
And like if we're acting with purpose, like are we going into autopilot as much as we possibly might be doing? Because I know that can be huge for me. Like there are times that I'm like going, and then I get to my destination and I'm like, how the hell did I even get here?
Yeah.
Like I'm not thinking about what I'm doing or what I'm trying to accomplish. It's more just running amok, and then it goes back into letting your day run you.
Yeah.
And so I think it's like, how can we get off of that autopilot train, really like do intentional things with purpose so we can accomplish? I don't know. Do you have something that you feel like you could work on from this year, like an example?
Acting with purpose. I am notorious for routine, schedule, just kind of moving through those motions. And so I love what you said. And I feel like that self-check-in of asking yourself the question, am I running on autopilot or am I acting with purpose? And I think the one way that I could do that is probably more in my personal life. I sometimes get so focused on business and work and what to do that sometimes the place that I lack the most in purpose and intention is in my personal relationships.
Yeah, I would agree on not that you do that I do that as well.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And I think that I get so focused on the to-do and I'm in the grind all day long from the moment I wake up till the second I go to bed. So I think for me personally, I want to be able to act more with purpose, not only with my goals, but at home. Yeah. And with the people that I love, and making sure to take that intentional time and acting with purpose when I'm engaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought of something. Uh-oh. No, it's actually really good because this fits everything that we're talking about. And it, like what you just said, literally in my head, I was like, oh my God, we are both so guilty of this with even just our own friendship. Do you know what it is?
I don't know.
Taking the yearly girls trip for our birthdays every year.
Yeah.
We don't do it every time.
No.
And we just like let life get busy and it kind of gets shelved. And it's like, I don't know, it's kind of treated like, well, if we can make it happen, we can make it happen. Or if, I don't know, when it should be a priority.
1,000%. I know that my cup gets so filled
when we do that.
Yeah, it recharges me in a completely different way. So
me too. 100%.
So if you act with purpose with that, are we calendaring it? Is that
yes, that's
hearing?
What I'm saying is that like, because that's an area that we both talk about all the time and we know we need, and it's something that we put off because either for whatever reason, like there's sometimes we're not even thinking about it. It's just a year goes by and we're like, oh shit, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like that's stupid.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you agree, but I feel like, yeah, acting with purpose on that is we know we want it. We know we need it. It's something important for our relationship and friendship that we accomplish that. So I say yes, for 2026, we have to calendar the time, where, and have it planned out.
Yeah. I love this. So I think with your idea, I think we also need to kind of stick with that acronym. So what we need to do is we need to identify where we're currently at within our mindset, how we're wanting to strengthen it, and maybe utilize that trip to help us fuel that and recharge ourselves. So I think that we really write down and like list that energy, that bad bitch energy, or how we can recharge that energy for ourselves, and make a list of some of the places that we've listed that we want to go, and make sure to be intentional with it and match it so that we can not only fill our cups, but continue with this bad bitch salty energy.
Yes. I love it. I love it. So I feel like the call to action here for everybody is like, what is your one thing that maybe you have been shelving that you really do need to find like that purposeful act? Like, what can you do that you can put down for 2026 that you can do with intention, and you can act and put it, get it done, get it accomplished. It could be a professional goal. It could be a personal goal, something in like health and wellness that you're working on. For example, like I want to accomplish my another half marathon next year. And that's going to be one of my other goals with Act with Purpose, is to actually like accomplish it, sign up and start training. Or maybe there's a job that you've been wanting that you're nervous about, or maybe there's a promotion that you want to ask for and you want to set some goals to lead up to that, to ask for that promotion this year. There's so many different things, but at the end of the day, it's so important because this is a lifestyle, this is a purpose, and everybody should or want something that they're wanting to work towards, or that you're wanting to work towards, to increase that purposeful life objective that you want. So I think that's awesome for Act with Purpose. I love it.
Me too.
Me too. I love it.
I love it. I like it a lot.
So let's move on to what's our next letter? L. I like this one. In fact, I'm going to go to my episode that I did after I went to that Megan Moroney concert. So on that episode, I talked about a song that inspired me from Megan Moroney, and it was, looking in the mirror, loving that person in the mirror. And so I feel like this could be taken into a couple different ways here, is deepening your self-love. And something I know that I always need to work on too is myself, as well as deepening and strengthening relationships that I really care about. Because I think you said it earlier, you get so lost in the day-to-day grind and shit that you kind of plate some of those things, or shelf. I shouldn't say plate or shelf, whatever. Tomato.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, maybe. I haven't had lunch. But I think that maybe would be a good thing. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
No, I think that completely articulates how you can embody not only self-love, but personal relationships. Some of the things that I've been thinking about is that's unfortunately the first thing that I shelf.
Yeah.
And I think that, for example, going on a date night or an individual trip, even with my husband, or spending that one-on-one quality time with my children, you and I have children various different ages. Yeah. And so that quality time with each of them looks so different. Yeah. And I think that I go through the Monday through Friday grind, and it gets to Saturday and I'm like, what am I going to do? And I haven't planned that, right? And so I think that for me, I need to be more intentional when it comes to that love piece, and building and fostering that by kind of calendaring it. Life is so busy these days. You and I are doing multiple different things in our careers. Getting in that grind is easy. And so I think for me, one of the things that I've thought about is really being intentional and planning it and being realistic with it. Like every 2 weeks, I'd like to go on a date night, or every once a month, I'd like to be spending one-on-one time with one of my boys. Yeah. Those type of things.
Yeah. That's a really important point, because I know professionally and like through our day, we put boulders in our calendar, right? Mm-hmm. Like boulders, non-negotiable, like this is for that. But I don't do that in my personal life.
Yeah.
And if you want to change something or you want to work towards like practicing and making it a habit, I think putting it in your calendar as a reminder, because that'll stop the autopilot, is really smart.
Yeah.
And just like you said, simple, like date night or having that alone time with one of your kiddos.
Yeah. I think that I'm always very selfishly, like people have called me crazy many times because I am that person that gets up early because I love and need my alone time for me. But I need to be better at being that intentional with relationships in my life. So I think back to like your self-love and putting those boulders, and even your first action step is having that one intention for a day. I think that if you were to have something to make sure once a day you're doing something to pour into that self-love.
Yeah.
Whether it's training for that marathon, maybe it's 3 miles that you're doing that day and you're just walking.
Yeah.
With your dogs.
And starting slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
This kind of just like made me think about what I've struggled with this last year, almost 2 years. So it's been the last 2 years where I think I need to work on this and pouring that love into myself, and it will end up bettering my relationships too. Is one area that's been really hard is like going into like this pre-menopausal bullshit. Like it is the worst.
It's a mind fuck.
Oh my God. It's so bad. It really is. Like your body like changes so much, your sleep patterns, like I itch and then I'm hot and then I like bloat and I cannot handle it. So I guess this is going back to like, you know, acting on purpose or act with purpose too, is I know these things are happening. And when I'm feeling that way, or when I've like put on extra weight and my hormones are, you know, completely off and I feel like shit, I need to act with purpose to put that love back into myself and do the things I know I need to do. So I feel good. So I love who I am and I feel good at who I'm looking at, basically. Because when you're like gaining weight and you're dealing with this premenopausal stuff, I feel like it's affected me doing some of the things that I normally would, you know, like my midsection gets all fucked up. I don't wear some of the like slim dresses that I love, or things that, well, let's go sexually.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're feeling that way, like you don't want to throw on like some hot ass lingerie. Like you just don't feel good.
No, to me, that sexual feeling starts with me.
Yes, that's what I mean.
I'm feeling great. I'm like, all right,
let's go. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if I don't feel that way, like it's not happening.
Yeah.
And it does. It starts with yourself. And so for me, I think on this one is love and self-care is going to be big for me this year, especially with how busy I'm getting. That has to be on my forefront, because if I'm not doing the things that I need to be doing to accomplish that, then I'm going to go down that spiral of just feeling like shit and not doing that. And I think that's part of why I want to do the half marathon, you know, especially like getting into your 40s. I think one of the things that I've noticed is what I do really can impact me. So for example, if I go out and I have like social night drinking, having multiple cocktails, like I feel it for a good week. Like I'm talking about like a 5-pound like water weight gain that my pants like won't fit.
Yeah.
And like those are just some things that I can reel in and work on and go and have more intention of controlling so I don't feel shitty. And then for me, I really do need to schedule like workout times. One thing I was thinking is I used to do a lot of weights and I was in really good shape when I was weight training. And I really haven't been like focusing on that. And I think especially like aging and dealing with premenopause, that is one thing that can really help control that. So for me, I need to really focus on like my health and wellness schedule, making sure that I'm executing that and putting that as a priority, because that's going to be the center of the success for, I think, everything in 2026 for me.
I just had an idea.
What?
I'm going to make you because you know me. There's no way I'm going to write on my mirror with lipstick and leave it up there, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to make us decals.
Okay.
To put on our bathroom mirrors. They're going to be elegant, beautiful,
Okay.
sexy, and it's going to say bad bitch energy. So that every time we look in the fucking mirror, it reminds you of
it. Reminds you, yes.
Self-love. It's like we can look in there and get critical, but if we're reading that every single time.
Yeah. Done. Oh my God, everybody, we are getting these made and they are getting launched, because you're so right. Because, you know, and it's like, oh, put a sticky on your mirror and have like reminders. But yeah, it's got to be cute and not ugly.
No, like I still want my bathroom to be clean, simple. Yeah. Because that's energy to me too. If there's clutter or lipstick writing on my mirror, that would kill me.
That's so funny. It's true though. I mean, what you live in, your surroundings will help dictate. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, we're getting those made. I'm running with this decal. Like all I'm thinking about is this decal on my mirror, and I want to get it out to everybody because I feel like, you know, if you have something and you want to follow this with us this year, write this down. Like go off of the Salty acronym. Let's get this decal, put it somewhere where it's going to remind you, and let's fucking run with this. This is going to be amazing. So let's wrap up our L for love. Zale talked a lot about relationships and what she wants to work on there. I talked a lot about self-love, what I want to work on. And I think really what this comes down to is the love you have for yourself, the love that you want to carry into your relationships and your family, or things that you need to work on. And I also think that this goes into what I've talked a lot about with setting boundaries. When you love yourself and no means no, like maybe you're allowing things to run your schedule a little bit too much, and setting boundaries, having boundaries, knowing when to say no, how to use your voice so you can stay consistent in your goals and what you need to accomplish in this year of 2026 in this love arena. And I'm just going to leave it there. We're going to run with that and see how it goes. Okay. So next up is T. This one I had a hard time with. I don't know why, but T was tricking me. I'm like, why is T so tricky? I'm going to go red lipstick strategy, taking bold risks. Yes. Oh, baby, get out your red lipstick. Being brave enough to bet on yourself. Like, I don't even know, like, boom, mic drop.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, what are you going to do this year that is bold and you're going to be brave to really, like, be yourself, bet on yourself, and fucking win? Ugh, I feel so jazzy right now. Like, it just makes me want to go out and do something crazy awesome.
I think that
I keep looking at my cute producer, by the way. Like, if everyone's like, what is she doing? I'm like, she has like the best smile, and I'm just like, ooh, go bold, baby. I love it. It's like my favorite thing, because she'll like give me these like cute looks, and I'm like, oh, I just love her. Anyway, sorry, side note. Had to let you all know how much I love my producer. Okay, so let's run with that.
I love that.
Okay.
Because that's an area that you had to have the pep talk with me.
Yes.
This week.
Yeah.
I became a real estate licensee, you know, and I haven't done anything with it yet.
Yeah.
And You're
going to.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You're going to.
Yeah. And I think that for me is a bold risk.
Mm-hmm. It is.
That I'm needing to take this year and betting on myself.
Yeah.
I'm really good with the expectation, but at the end of the day, betting on myself, that's where I probably struggle the most.
Yeah. And it's probably scary, right?
Oh, yeah. I think I started sweating. I'm like,
I'm like already sweating.
We got to take a risk. Remember, I always push you off first.
Yes. Yeah. You
And
go first and then I follow.
And you've succeeded.
Yeah.
You've killed it.
Yeah. But it is scary. It's scary being bold, and it's nerve-wracking because I think putting yourself out there in a brave, unapologetic way is scary. And sometimes society can be scary with that, because whether you're having the best intentions or you think it's going to be great, there may always be that naysayer or that fucking asshole that wants to leave comments or send something ridiculous, you know, that's just shitty. Yeah. Oh, I have a good example of that. I got a message the other day saying that I should go on GLP-1s. And I was like,
fuck off.
Fuck off. Yeah. I'm like, so some troll is looking at my stuff, and obviously they're like, you know, trying to get sales and increase all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they sent me this message. And, you know, I could have sat there and been like, oh my God, like, do I look bad, or gone into like some shitty mindset? But I literally, like, just in my mind, I was like, yeah, well, bless your fucking heart, because I saw your profile and you ain't looking so great. Like, no. It's ridiculous. And so I think that it is scary because we take steps to do things, and there will always be somebody that puts you down. Yeah. Or that comments or does something that will try to pull you away from that. You have to get around it. You have to have the mindset and the strength to literally not give a shit about what anybody thinks, how you're going to let somebody ruin that or control that for you. So I think sometimes that's why being bold and putting yourself out there is scary. Maybe I'm wrong. And then there's also other arenas, like, you know, you taking risk on your career that can be nerve-wracking too, because, and I'll let you get into that, you know, the time and the essence of balancing, and is it going to work? You know, salary is safe. I don't know. You go there. I feel like I just went on a rampage. I'll get off my soapbox now.
You stay on that soapbox all day long, honey. No, I would say that one of the most challenging times in my life that I went through, I really had to learn to cut out that noise and not care what people thought, and know and stand confidently in my own 2 feet, and knowing my intentions, knowing who I was. And I think that brings it back to it, right? Is society, unfortunately, no matter what you do, I feel like they're always looking at the negative. Yeah. How often do you hear, like, aside from your really close girlfriend or someone cheering you on, you know, you tell someone a baby name and they're like, ugh, my ex-wife's daughter was named that, or my dog was named that. It's like, fuck you, I don't care. Yeah, like, instead of, that's so beautiful. You know, why can't we celebrate the beauty rather than the negative? But I would say with me and the career, like, salary's safe. I know what to expect with it. I know I'm damn good at what I do. Right. I know how to do it. So I think that I'm okay with going in and not being a know-it-all yet. I think it's the how-to. You know, and I think that's why, going back to our beginning steps, creating that roadmap for me, I'm all good as long as I've created a path for me to do it. Yeah. I can walk in there, and I'm one of those people that is willing to say that I don't know everything and be willing to learn. And I'm a self-learner and a self-driver. So I think that it's really just coming down to taking that bold risk and taking that step into that new world and carving that path. Yeah. You know, I would say the other thing is just sometimes unfamiliar. You know, it's something so new that it's like learning a new language.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And I got to go take those baby steps towards it.
So what would be your bold risk for 2026? Bold move. Red lipstick.
Red lipstick. I think what I need to do is I need to put a dollar value on the amount of homes that I want to sell in 2026. Okay. And I think I need to dream bigger than what I normally would do, because that's where I can play small in my life, is I'll just do this. Yeah. Yeah. And so I think that's my bold risk, is finding that large dollar value that I want to work towards. Okay. My goal.
So my challenge for you is I'm going to do what I do when I'm setting goals for what I did with sales reps.
Oh, I've been there.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
So
bring it on.
You're going to have to give me, when we've set everything up, you're going to have to give me a range. Trust me to set your goal.
You got it.
But you can agree to it. Rule of sales. If you want somebody to accomplish 10,000, give them a $25,000 goal.
Yeah.
And they'll hit what? 20 or 25.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think that would be really good for you. And I think stepping into that is a bold risk, is a bold move on your end. I like it.
I like it too. I'm a little nervous, but I am excited.
I'm excited. I'm going to go to my podcast because what my vision is for the podcast and where this is going. I've been thinking a lot about like a foundation or a group type thing, community. And I was playing around with names the other day, and I really want to execute like a formation of almost like a club, a feel good, where I'm putting on events and having just a different piece to my podcast. And I think I told you a little bit about it, but I was kind of pushing around names, and I'm thinking about like the salty women in the world and what I want that to look like. So I think for 2026, I'm going to build out that second piece on top of the podcast that is a lot more community based, and maybe for 2026, having some sort of like retreat put together that is balls to the walls awesome.
I love that. And if
I'm
there's
sweating.
anything, if there's anything you'd be good at, it would be that.
Oh, thanks.
You have a vision and you know how to create an atmosphere for people in general, not even just women.
Yeah.
But I think that you and I have dreamed about like, you know, we both have our yoga certification, you know, things like that. We've been dreaming about putting on retreats to help empower and help women in many different ways. And I think that you're on that right track of keeping that realness to it, because don't get me wrong, I love yoga retreats. I love all those things about it. But when you step back into real life and you're in the thick of it and you're in the shit, you can't just leave on a yoga retreat all the time.
It's true.
You need a sense of community that you can lean on that goes back and keeps it real with you and helps you and supports you and rises you up.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's the bold moves, baby.
Woohoo!
We got a lot to do. Your bold move is part of my bold move. My bold move is part of your bold move. We'll have to work together. Oh, wait, we do. Real estate teams. Love it. Okay. Going back to T of salty, take bold risks. What are you going to do? What have you been thinking about? Bet on yourself. Be brave enough to bet on yourself, and think about some things that really could hit an impact for you in 2026. Like, what are the ideas? What is something you have never done that you need to do? And I say this all the time. Freaking confidence is currency. So you've got to take that bold risk, that bold idea, and execute on it. And if you do, that's going in your bank, baby. That is your confidence. That's going to build you up, and that's going to make you have a hell of a year in 2026. So remember that confidence is currency. Think about a bold move, and baby, get it, because we are salty as hell in 2026. Next up, we're to the Y, the end of salty. Or
it's just the beginning.
Maybe just the beginning. Okay, so salty for the Y, we already discussed this, and we said yourself. You, yourself. I had written down some things that I just noted that I wanted to kind of bring up. Oh, this one I loved. So the why for yourself, the theme of this being coming home to who you are, not who you think you should be. Because, right? We always kind of have an idea or what maybe is out there socially of what we should be, but loving who you are and showing up that way. I also really liked this. The most powerful version of you isn't the perfect one. It's the one that remembers who they are. Because perfectionism can really destroy. And I think I talked about this on one of my podcast episodes earlier. is you take your family, your relationships, your children, yourself. They don't need perfection. We don't need perfection. It's more about being present and being who you are and enjoying your space.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, like that would decrease stress, anxiety, depression, like all those things that can come with that if you are happy and love your space that you're providing.
That one hits home to me. You know me really well. Remember when you had me take the Enneagram test?
Yes, I do.
Remember how many times I took it because of what the result was?
Yes. It's not me.
Perfectionism. Yeah, I think a lot of the self-work that I have done, and I'm not a perfectionism in the way that like I put that stress on other people or to appear that way. It's all internal, right?
Yeah.
And it almost becomes self-sabotaging in some ways. And it robs you of your happiness sometimes. And so a lot of my self-help and self-work that I've done is being able to let that go. I can leave my house a little bit messy going to bed now. And some people might think that
that's a really big step for you.
That's huge. Like my pillows aren't perfectly crisp sometimes. And that's really big for me because it was robbing me of my happiness because I was so focused. And sometimes I thought I was doing it as a way to create my happiness because my brain can have so much going through it at so many times because I don't know whether it's unmanaged ADD or I've got all these exciting ideas and then, you know, life on top of it. But I think that's huge. That one really hits home to me. Being able to really be your true authentic self and not focusing on that.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
It's so good.
To focus on you for 2026 is to be my authentic self when I'm stepping into that bold risk. And being confident in that, being confident that I know my worth, because that's where sometimes I'm taking those bold risks. I can discount what my worth might be. So being confident in knowing my worth when I take that bold risk and showing up authentically as myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I feel like I had to like sit on this one for a minute and like let it resonate because I really wanted it to be something real and something that I am maybe kind of currently struggling, well, that I am currently struggling with, that could impact me more coming up through the next few months. I really wanted to kind of get a handle on it now. And it took a while to think about, took a while to address or identify really what I want this one to be. It's a big one for me. So I think for me, and I'm going to go to the theme of like coming home to who you are, not who you should be. I am working on a lot right now. I'm building a lot. And to me, it's so important that it's successful. And for me to get there, I have to stay consistent to who I am and celebrate those wins as they come. So for example, I have big ideas of what I want my businesses to do, what I want my podcast to do, what I want this community to be. And I was identifying that I was getting some anxiety and not like going to like not being able to go to bed at night because it wasn't that I'm like thinking of ideas. It was more anxiousness about what I need to do to make it work or to make it win or to fully get accomplished or to be successful. When really I had to reel myself in and think about who I am, and who I am is somebody that celebrates even the smallest of wins. And I had to really think about that for myself. So I think for me, for you yourself, in 2026, I am going to identify and celebrate every single win as it comes and deposit that into, again, my like confidence bank so I can continue feeling good and moving forward.
Ooh, I love that. Being your own cheerleader, right?
Yeah. Be in my house by myself. I'm like, God damn, yes, woo! Sometimes I am, honestly, especially with this. Like, when we hit 250 downloads, I was like, woohoo! Like, I was seriously celebrating. I, like, texted my team. I'm like, oh, girl, 250. And I am, even though it's small. Yeah. But it's a win, and it's, you know, it's growing. So I'm going to celebrate those wins.
I think that's huge. I think that oftentimes people give up on goals because it's not immediate.
Yeah.
They're so focused on the long term. Mm-hmm. They get overwhelmed with what it's going to take to get there. And it's so important to celebrate those small wins and maybe even sometimes celebrate those setbacks, because those setbacks will sometimes catapult you even further than what you expected
and create a different win.
But I like the celebrating the wins, but I think that some people give up on a lot of their dreams because they're not celebrating those milestones in between.
Yeah, because they're important.
Yeah,
they're leading to something. And it's true. Like, I am a person that wants results immediately. Like, hence my shopping problem. Like, I have impulse issues. I know this. And I want to feel the immediate win. It's really hard for me. It's something I've always struggled with. Like, I like my cake and I like to eat it too. So yeah, it's for this, it's very slow development for me.
Yeah.
From what I'm used to.
Yeah.
You know,
but you've came so far within that 250.
Yeah.
250 downloads, like for how far you've came and the obstacles that you've had to go through to get there, those setbacks and celebrating the wins in between. It's incredible to watch this community grow and to watch you empower people. I'm blessed because I get to deal with that every single day of my life. When I need a little pick me up, I know who I get a call and I say, excuse me, I need a pep talk.
Something's wrong.
Yeah. So I love that.
Yeah. So I think that's where I'm going. So we finished up why. Why is yourself. The theme is coming home to who you are, not who you should be. So think about yourself, or what goals or objectives you want to hit. And this one may take a little bit longer. And like I said, start with this one, because this is going to be the foundational building block of all the other goals to really make you successful in 2026. So if you need some ideas, DM me. Let's sit on this one. Let's chat about it. Seriously, you can message me anytime. I love kind of roundtabling and helping people in this arena so much. So if you need ideas, please reach out to me. We have gone through the full acronym. We have quite a lovely setup here. We are going with bad bitch energy, the acronym salty, and somehow we're going to figure out what this decal is going to be that can be clean and beautiful on a mirror instead of messy and Post-its. Right?
I got you guys, because trust me.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So in my notes, I had put stay salty, bad bitch energy, strengthen your mindset, act with purpose, love deeply, take bold risks, and always come back to yourself.
It's going to be a good year.
Yeah. I love it.
I'm pumped.
I'm so excited. I'm glad we're doing this earlier. I think this is the earliest we've done this.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to keep it this way.
I know. I think we need to make sure that 3 months before the new year, we're starting this, and then we get to dive deep into what those details are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. I love it. All right, Salties. So Salty segment of this episode is, what are you going to do for 2026? Are you prepared? Have you been thinking about it? And call to action. Let's get our goals set. The earlier you do them, the more empowered you're going to be to execute them right at the beginning of the year. And you could even start preparing over these next 60 days to get in the mindset that you want to accomplish this. So think about what your goals are going to be. If you want to pull off of the salty acronym and run with that, please do. That's what it's here for. If you have a different word and you decide to set up your own, please share. I want to see it. I want to know. More ideas, the merrier. This is what's really going to take us through 2026 and be the badasses that we are. Salty truth. Sticking to goals is really fucking hard. Give yourself some grace. If you start executing on your plan for 2026 and you hit a bump in the road, or you just straight up forget about it like I do sometimes, rewind, go back, give yourself some grace. Know that you're doing just fine. Go back to where you left off. You're not going to be perfect. We talk about this. It's going to happen. We are not perfect. You will not be perfect at your goals 24/7. Love yourself. Give the grace that you need. Be bold. Take action. Strengthen your mindset. Get out your red lipstick, because confidence is your currency. All right. I love you, Salties. I will see you next time. Mwah. Thank you for joining me today on Salty City. Honestly, I love that you're all here. I look forward to the questions, the DMs, the Q&A. I want to hear from you. That's what this is about. So reach out to me. Please subscribe. If you want more, we're going to be dropping episodes weekly, and it's going to be amazing, and we're going to do it together. So I'll see you shortly.